What happens when trust is shattered from within? When Jack's construction project collapsed, he thought it was just bad luck. But as he digs deeper, a darker truth emerges. Betrayal from those he trusted most. Can he rebuild not just the structure, but his entire company? Stay with us to witness Jack's most challenging battle yet. The morning after the structural failure, Jack sits in his office surrounded by blueprints and inspection reports. His eyes are heavy with sleepless nights, but his resolve is stronger than ever. The emergency meeting room fills with his core team. Engineers, project managers, and department heads. The atmosphere is tense. Everyone wondering what decision their leader will make. Jack stands, his voice steady, but filled with emotion. We're going to rebuild. Every single part of that structure will be torn down and reconstructed to perfection. This is our responsibility, and I will personally oversee every detail. The room falls silent. Everyone knows this decision means significant financial loss, potentially millions. But they also see the determination in Jack's eyes. This isn't just about money, it's about integrity. At home that evening, Tien notices the weight on Jack's shoulders. She brings him tea as he reviews documents at their kitchen table. You're taking on so much, she says softly, concern evident in her voice. Jack looks up at the woman who has weathered her own storms and found strength. I have to Tien. Something doesn't feel right about this failure. The materials we ordered were top quality. The design was sound. I need to find out what really happened. Tien sits beside him, taking his hand. Then find the truth, but don't let it consume you. Remember, we've rebuilt from nothing before. We can do it again. Her words give Jack the comfort he needs. Mother Loy, overhearing their conversation, adds her wisdom. Trust your instincts, son. If something feels wrong, investigate until you find answers. The next day, Jack begins his investigation methodically. He starts by reviewing every purchase order, every delivery receipt, every quality inspection report. He interviews the construction workers who were on site daily. One foreman mentions something odd. Mr. Jack, the concrete seemed thinner than usual. We questioned it, but the site supervisor said it met specifications. Jack's suspicion grows. He pulls the financial records and compares them with actual material deliveries. The numbers don't match. According to accounting records, they purchased premium materials in large quantities. But the delivery logs show significantly less arrived on site. His heart sinks as patterns emerge. Systematic discrepancies over months of construction. He calls in his accountant for a meeting. The woman seems nervous, avoiding eye contact. Jack presents his findings calmly but firmly. Can you explain these differences between purchase orders and actual deliveries? She fumbles with explanations about paperwork errors and supplier issues. But Jack has been in business too long to be fooled by weak excuses. That night, Jack confides in Uncle Dung, who has decades of business experience. Follow the money trail, Jack, the older man advises. Corruption always leaves fingerprints in the financial records. Armed with this guidance, Jack dives deeper into the documents, cross-referencing payments, supplier invoices, and bank transactions. Jack spends the following week conducting one-on-one interviews with every department member. He approaches each conversation with openness, not accusation, wanting honest information rather than defensive responses. The purchasing manager reveals something crucial. "Mr. Jack, I always sent the orders to accounting for processing, but sometimes the final amounts seemed different from what I requested." This statement becomes Jack's breakthrough. He requests complete access to all accounting files and bank statements. Working late into the night, often until dawn, Jack creates spreadsheets comparing budgeted costs, actual purchases, and recorded expenses. The pattern becomes undeniable. Materials were ordered at premium prices, but inferior products were delivered. The difference in cost was being pocketed by someone within the organization. The trail leads to two people, the company accountant and the on-site construction supervisor. Jack discovers communication records between them, emails carefully worded but clearly coordinating their scheme. They had been inflating material costs in the books while purchasing cheaper, substandard supplies. The supervisor would approve the inferior materials on site, while the accountant would process payments for premium products. The amount stolen is staggering, hundreds of thousands of dollars over just this one project. Jack feels physically ill as he realizes how long this has been happening. These were people he trusted, people he had welcomed into his company family. The accountant had worked with him for 3 years. The supervisor had been recommended by a trusted colleague. Jack calls a private meeting with his lawyer and closest advisors. He presents all evidence methodically. Financial discrepancies, email communications, testimony from other employees, photographic evidence of substandard materials. His lawyer reviews everything carefully. "Jack, this is clear-cut fraud and embezzlement. You have more than enough evidence for criminal prosecution." But Jack struggles with the decision. He thinks about the accountant's family, her 2 children. He remembers the supervisor talking about his elderly mother. "These are people's lives," Jack says quietly. His lawyer responds firmly, "And they gambled with your company's life, with the safety of everyone who would use that building. This isn't about punishment. It's about justice and protecting future projects." Tien finds Jack sitting alone in their garden that evening, the evidence folder beside him. She doesn't need to ask what's troubling him. "You've always been kind, Jack. But kindness doesn't mean accepting betrayal. Think about all the honest workers who depend on your company. Think about the clients who trusted you. You're protecting them too." Her words crystallize Jack's resolve. He arranges one final meeting with the 2 suspects, with his lawyer present. He lays out all the evidence calmly and clearly. The accountant breaks down, confessing everything. The supervisor tries to deny it initially, but faced with irrefutable proof, he too admits their scheme. Jack's voice is steady but filled with disappointment. "You've not only stolen from this company, but you've endangered lives. That building could have collapsed with people inside. I gave you opportunities, trusted you, and this is how you repaid that trust." Both sit in shameful silence, realizing the full weight of their actions. The next morning, Jack arrives at the police station with his lawyer, carrying boxes of evidence. The officers listen as Jack presents the case, detailed financial records, communications, witness statements, and physical evidence of the substandard materials used. The case is clear and compelling. Within hours, both the accountant and supervisor are taken into custody for questioning. The news spreads quickly through the construction community. Jack receives calls from clients and business partners, all expressing support for his decisive action. One longtime client tells him, "Jack, this shows your integrity. You could have hidden this, blamed external factors, but you chose transparency and accountability. That's why we'll continue working with you." The legal process moves forward, but Jack doesn't let it distract him from the critical task at hand, rebuilding the project correctly. He personally visits the construction site every morning before dawn and stays until evening. He inspects every delivery of materials himself, testing concrete strength, examining steel quality, verifying every specification. His project managers have never seen Jack so hands-on. He's present for every concrete pour, every structural connection, every quality checkpoint. He brings in third-party inspectors to verify the work at each stage. Nothing will be left to chance this time. Tien visits the site occasionally, bringing lunch for Jack and the crew. The workers respect how Jack has handled the crisis, not by cutting corners or rushing, but by committing to excellence despite the financial burden. They work with renewed dedication, knowing their boss is fighting to protect the company's reputation and their jobs. Mother Loy and Uncle Dung provide steady emotional support during these exhausting months. Uncle Dung shares stories of his own business challenges, reminding Jack that setbacks are temporary, but integrity is permanent. Mother Loy ensures Jack eats properly and rests, even when he wants to work around the clock. As weeks pass, the reconstructed building rises, solid, properly engineered, built with genuine quality materials. Each completed floor represents not just physical progress, but Jack's commitment to doing things right. Inspectors marvel at the quality, noting this is some of the best construction work they've seen. The court case against the two employees proceeds. The evidence is overwhelming, and they plead guilty to fraud and embezzlement. They face prison time and restitution orders, though recovering the stolen money will take years. Jack feels no satisfaction in their downfall, only sadness at the waste of potential and the damage caused by greed. Standing before the completed building months later, Jack reflects on the most difficult period of his professional life. The project cost far more than originally budgeted, and the emotional toll was significant. But he learned invaluable lessons about vigilance, accountability, and the importance of thorough oversight in business. The building now stands as a testament, not just to construction quality, but to ethical business practices. Clients have actually increased their trust in Jack's company, seeing how he handled adversity with integrity rather than excuses. His team is stronger, more careful, more committed to excellence. Tien stands beside him, looking up at the structure. "You did the right thing," she says simply. Jack nods, knowing that true success isn't measured only in profits, but in the ability to face challenges honestly and emerge stronger. The experience has made Jack a better businessman and leader. He's implemented new oversight systems, regular audits, and transparency measures throughout his company. Trust is precious, but verification is essential. Thank you for joining us on this challenging chapter of Jack's journey. Subscribe to follow more stories of Jack and Tien as they navigate life's complexities together. What challenges will they face next? Stay tuned to find out.